Donald Trump said that he would end the war in Ukraine in 24 hours after being elected. During his campaign, that he would stop the war in Ukraine, stop Russia's unlawful invasion, although he didn't call it that.
Did you hear about Trump's latest foreign policy flop? He claimed he could end the Ukraine war in a day, but Russia shut him down faster than Twitter banned his account. It's like watching a toddler try to negotiate bedtime with a KGB agent. But here's the real kicker. Trump's genius plan might have actually made things worse. How did the Orange Menace manage to turn a 24-hour peace plan into a global facepalm? Stay tuned to find out why even Elon Musk couldn't save this train wreck. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now back to the video. Now everyone, get ready for another round of our favorite orange negotiator. Do you recall when Trump believed he could resolve international conflicts more quickly than a burrito in the microwave? He's returned with yet another ill-conceived plan, and this time it centers on Ukraine. According to our reliable genius, he can put an end to the conflict in Ukraine within a day.
The humiliation ritual of Donald Trump by Vladimir Putin continues. Russia helped Donald Trump get elected, and now it's time for Donald Trump to return the favor to Russia.
That's quicker than his spray tan. Whoa. But wait, this sounds familiar, doesn't it? It's like deja vu all over again, except this time we're dealing with vodka and borscht rather than North Korea. Let's go back in time and review some of Trump's most successful diplomatic attempts. He boasted about having a very special bond with Kim Jong-un, do you recall? Yes, that was a huge success. North Korea completely abandoned its nuclear weapons and turned into a democracy and freedom haven. Wait a minute, Trump only dreamed about that. However, when you can have an entire collection, why stop at one unsuccessful negotiation? The highlights of Trump's foreign policy are akin to a diplomatic blooper reel. Whether it's beautiful letters with dictators or very fine people on both sides, our man Donnie is a master at influencing others to laugh at America and create friendships.
Russia has just rejected Donald Trump's reported peace deal, is dissatisfied with the reported peace deal proposed on Ukraine from U.S. President-elect Donald Trump's team.
Trump is now applying his distinct negotiating style to the conflict in Ukraine. It's similar to watching a toddler play chess, except that the toddler treats the chess pieces as nuclear weapons and believes he is Bobby Fischer. Trump's plan: assign arbitrary due dates and wish for luck. What could go wrong if you told a used car salesman you needed a car within the next hour? But there's still more. With his boundless wisdom, Trump once declared, "I alone can fix it." Fix what, you ask? Apparently everything. Trump can address any issue more quickly than you can say kafei. This includes the economy, healthcare, and international peace.
During his campaign, that he would stop the war in Ukraine, stop Russia's unlawful invasion, although he didn't call it that. You're bragging that Putin is controlling these negotiations and that Putin's saying it's on his timeline.
Let's now examine the situation in Ukraine. We have a long simmering conflict, complicated geopolitical stakes, and centuries of historical tensions. But people, don't worry, Trump is capable. He'll simply poof, wave his little hands, and waltz in. Our time will be peaceful. Trump's diplomatic efforts haven't exactly been stellar in the past. Do you recall his successful talks with the Taliban? They produced about as many positive results as a submarine's screen door, so no one else does either. Now, everyone, it's time to witness our beloved orange diplomat receive a rejection that is as cold as the Siberian winter. Do you recall when Trump believed he could resolve international conflicts more quickly than you could say Kopfef?
24 hours of being inaugurated, that there would be an end to the war. He said he was such a good negotiator. Putin is saying, no, Donald Trump, you're not dictating the terms of this negotiation.
He's going to get a diplomatic beating from Putin that will make the Cold War seem like a friendly bonfire. Therefore, Donnie Diapers sends Putin his brilliant peace plan, which is most likely drawn in crayon with tiny hearts dotted around the eyes. What does he receive in exchange? Tumbleweeds, crickets, and the clapping of one hand. Yes, people! Russia's first reaction was so silent that it was possible to hear a potato drop in Red Square. But hold on, things will improve. Here comes Russia's diplomatic burn expert Sergei Lavrov. This man's tongue is sharper than the poison-tipped umbrella of a KGB assassin. Regarding Trump's plan, Lavrov didn't simply respond, "Niet."
But right now, Vladimir Putin continuing to say no to Donald Trump, that he would bring in Zelensky and bring in Putin, and he would say, you do this and you do that. He didn't say what this or that.
Niet, and also, are you out of your tiny little mind, he essentially said. He referred to the entire concept as a road to nowhere. Oh, sitting on one of Trump's golf tees must not hurt as much as that. What about Putin? Oh, while Trump is figuring out how to set up the board, he is doing more than just playing chess.
Putin and Lavrov were gonna chew up Donald Trump in a negotiation, that Trump was gonna get his you-know-what handed to him. It is undisputed that Trump gave them classified information. He posted as such.
While Trump continues to attempt to eat the checkers, he is playing 4D chess while blindfolded and submerged. Putin's response to Trump's peace proposal was spot on. Never took place, never happened. Whoa, Vlad, that's colder than the toenails of a polar bear. Trump is fighting for what exactly, while Ukraine is fighting for its very existence? Likes on Twitter? Sean Hannity giving you a pat on the back. Our grumpy Trumpy is handling international diplomacy like it's a reality TV show while real people are coping with a real war.
Donald Trump is threatening Greenland and Panama and Canada that they could be conquered by the United States. He's already lied to we the people, and we need to hold him accountable for that. Donald Trump said that he would end the war in Ukraine in 24 hours after being elected.
The Real Housewives of Eastern Europe. Anybody? But there's more, so keep your MAGA hats on. Elon Musk interrupts the celebration just when you thought this diplomatic fiasco could get any more absurd, because apparently, a billionaire with a god complex and a Twitter addiction was exactly what this situation needed. If the car was burning, full of clowns, and crashing off a cliff, it would be like witnessing a car crash. It appears that Trump's plan to save the world more quickly than you can microwave a burrito has failed. With a wave of his little hands, our stable genius believed he could waltz into the world arena and resolve centuries-old disputes. However, the reality check that Putin and his team just delivered to the Donald was as harsh as a Siberian winter. Trump's goal was to restore America's greatness, but instead he made Russia laugh once more. Uncle Sam now looks like a clown at the international negotiating table as a result of his diplomatic failure. As America is left with a bag of empty promises, Putin is likely laughing into his borscht and feeling stronger than ever. What did we discover then? If you don't want to be the target of Putin's next joke, perhaps keep the stable genius act at home. Real diplomacy requires more than just big talk and a Twitter account, so keep that in mind the next time someone claims they can resolve global peace in a day. Similar to attempting to fix a nuclear reactor with a plunger, you may create a splash, but you won't be able to fix the issue.